Good morning, everyone. We are going to start today's lesson by looking at a new target word. So the word I've got on the screen is thud. Can you say that? Fabulous. So thud, if it wants to work, let's check how many syllables we've got in it. So we're going to say the word and pat it on our head. Let's have a go. Thud. Can we clap it out? Thud. So there is one syllable in the word thud. So thud is a sound that is made when a heavy object hits something. Okay, so if you are thudding something, if you are hitting something, it's going to make a loud sound, and we call that a thud. So it is a verb and can be sometimes used as a noun as well. And if we remember, a verb is an action and a noun is an object. So we're going to focus quite a lot today on the verb and the noun variety, and here I've got an example sentence on the board. So I've written, there was a loud thud when the cars crashed into each other. Okay, so here I'm using it as a noun. I'm saying it's a loud thud, a loud sound that I can hear. Okay, so there's a loud thud, a deep sound when the cars have crashed into each other. Here I've got some other pictures on the screen for you to have a little go at creating your own sentences using these words. So I've got some cars, I've got a large boulder, I've got a man and a TV, and I've got a car hitting into a tree and a workman there. So have a little pause of this video and try and create some sentences and make sure the word thud is in that sentence. Fabulous. So here are my sentences that I have written. I have got the picture of the man dropping the TV on his foot, and I've said the TV made a loud thud as it dropped on the man's foot. Okay, and the next one I've got is when the boulder rolled down the hill, it made a loud thud. So I've used those both in the context of a noun. Okay. So synonyms, words that mean the same. We could have thump, bang, beat or clunk. And antonyms, so words which are the opposite, are miss or something that is light to pick up. So in terms of reinforcing and recapping over that, let's check how many syllables are in our word. So our word is thud, and let's clap it out, thud. Okay, so the definition of thud is a loud sound that is made when something heavy hits another object. An example sentence would be, when the rock rolled down the hill, it made a loud thud. Okay, so hopefully you'll remember that word so that we can look at that a little bit more the rest of this week. So I'm going to stop sharing that screen now, and I'm going to get our English lesson up for today. Oh, let me just get that. Here we are. So our lesson today is going to be using our phonics, so I hope you are ready. But first, I want us to just have a little recap on what has already happened in our story. So I've got some pictures up there on the screen. Just pause this video and have a little chat at home, talk through what has already happened. Fabulous. So hopefully you've said some of the following. So I'm going to talk through the story now, just in case you've forgotten at home. So at the start of the story, there was this man, and he was looking up to the sky, and he saw a star that he wanted to travel to. And he tried to get up there by climbing up the tree, but unfortunately it was too far away and he couldn't reach it. And then whilst he was there, he saw some birds, and they were flying up to the star. So he decided that he wanted to make a rocket so that he could travel up to the star as well. In the process of doing that, he got his factory workers to build the rocket for him, and he destroyed the planet because there was so much smoke that was puffing out from the chimneys, and there was waste and rubbish piling up everywhere. So the Earth was destroyed. The man got in his rocket and travelled to the star, and he wasn't that impressed with what he saw. Whilst he was away, the dinosaurs got awoken, didn't they, from their rest underneath the earth because it had warmed up so much, and they came out and they were shocked at what they'd seen, so they started to clear the planet up and make it a lot better and started to do lots of cleaning and destroying all the roads. So we are going to finally today read to the end of this story. So I've got the book here. We're going to make sure that we read right to the end. I wonder if it will end just as you imagine, okay? Or whether it will be slightly different. Let's have a little look. So I'm going to stop sharing that so you can see me. So last week we'd got up to where the dancing dinosaurs had broken up the road, and we started writing some instructions about that. And today we're going to find out what had happened once they had done this. So as the rubbish was cleared, green shoots appeared, bursting through the cracks and climbing over forgotten walls. So we said, didn't we, that the plants were shooting up through the earth. Telegraph poles and iron pylons vanished beneath trailing blossoms, and a fresh new forest of flowers and trees spread like a smile across the world. Remember that simile that we were exploring on Friday? And all this time, the man was heading for his new star, unaware that it was the same planet Earth he had once left behind. So the man thought that when he was getting out of this rocket, he was going to land on a different star. But actually he didn't, and he landed back on planet Earth. He landed in a jungle alive with beautiful plants, sweet with the scent of flowers and filled with the songs of birds. At last, he said, I found my paradise. Hopefully you can see from that picture how beautiful the land is now everything has grown back. Whose paradise? Said the biggest dinosaur. Mine, said the man. Rubbish, said the dinosaur. What do you mean by rubbish, said the man. You can't talk to me like that. Why, with a head as small as yours, you can't possibly have enough brain to look after this star. Our heads are the same size, said the dinosaur, but my heart is much bigger than yours. If you had been ruled by your heart instead of your head, you would have not destroyed this paradise before. Interesting. I destroyed it, said the man. You mean this is Earth? I think he's a bit confused, isn't he? He thinks he's landed on the star. Yes, it is, said the dinosaur. But it can't be, said the man. It is, said the dinosaur. The man looked about him and he saw that the dinosaur was right. Please, may I have a small part of it back, he asked. Please, just a hill or a tree or a flower. It sounds like the man is starting to regret what he has done to the earth. No, said the dinosaur, not a part of it, but all of it. It's all yours, but it's also mine. Remember that. This time the earth belongs to everyone, not parts of it to certain people, but all of it to everyone, to be enjoyed and cared for. I think he's having a little bit of a go at the man and saying, you destroyed it last time, so you need to be a bit more careful this time. Yes, everyone, sang the birds and the cats and the mice and the mammoths, the serpents, the dodos and the apes. Everyone, came the chorus from all living things. Everyone, everyone. And can you see the man riding the dinosaur at the end of this story? Fantastic. What a brilliant end. I'm so glad at the end of the book that the world was probably finally put back to right. And it was just as beautiful as we found it at the start of the story. But I do wonder if the man will learn from his mistakes and whether he will keep it in this beautiful condition that it now is. Fingers crossed. So let's have a look at what we're going to be doing in our lesson today using the end of this story. So I want us to have a little think. Who does the world belong to? So at the end of that story, the man thought it belonged to him, didn't he? But who did it belong to? Just have a little think. Well, I think that the world belongs to everybody. Okay, so all these animals, remember the dinosaur in particular, he said the world doesn't just belong to you, it belongs to everybody who's here. Therefore, everyone has to look after it. So thinking about this, we're going to have a go at writing some animal names. So let's go back to this picture and have a think about which animals we can see and say who the earth belongs to. So we could say the dinosaurs, for example. Pause this video, have a little think. Who else from this picture does the world belong to? Have a think. Well done. So you might have said the snake, so the world belongs to the snakes, or even the monkeys or the apes. You might have said the earth belongs to a cat. If you can see down here, there's a little cat hidden. We've also got dodos or crocodiles. We could even say it belongs to the man as well, because it does belong to him, or humans. We've got a parrot, and we've got a mammoth. So there's lots and lots of different animals that we could say that the earth belongs to. And we're going to use these today to have a go at spelling some of these animal names using our phonics. So I hope you are ready at home. On the side here, you can see I've got my phonics chart. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger to make sure you can see it. And we're going to use this to write the sounds in each of the words. Okay, we'll quickly go through the sounds now so that we are familiar with them. We know what they say. So we've got A, E, I, O, and U. And then here, all of this column make A, E, I, O, and U again. Then we've got U, R, O, ow, oi, aya, ear, and your. Okay, all these sounds are what we've been using in our phonics. So you're going to be using them today to have a go at filling these animal phoneme frames out. So we're going to choose an animal off the side. We're going to Fred talk the sounds, so we need our Fred fingers today. Then we're going to write the sounds, read it, blend it to check. Okay, so let's have a look then at this first animal. So the first animal is a parrot. So try sounding out parrot on your Fred fingers. Stamp it out. Okay, so my turn. If I was going to stamp it out, I'd say it like this. P-a-r-t, parrot. Ooh, that sound is strange, isn't it? Have to have a look at that in a minute. So now I've Fred talked it, I'm going to have a go at writing it. So let's sound it out. I'm going to use my fingers. This sound is P. My next sound was a, r, Oh, which letter makes an sound sometimes in a word? It's actually the letter O. Okay, and my last sound, t. There we go, fabulous. Right, I'm just going to move my O up there, and then I'm going to read it and blend it to check. Parrot. Great, that one is perfect. Ooh, here, what is this animal, my next animal? It's a snail. Right, sound out snail on your fingers, check. Great, I'll try it now. S-n-a-l, snail. Right, so the first sound is S-n-a. Ooh, where's A? Let me check on my frame. A. Where is it? Hopefully you've spotted it at home. It is in this column. Now, which A sound comes in the middle of a word? Is it an AY digraph or is it an AI digraph? It's an AI, well done. So I'm just going to write that in my box then. A, and my last sound, let me check. S-n-a, that's my last sound, brilliant. Right, I'm going to read it and blend it to check. S-n-a-l, snail, great. Ooh, what's this animal here? It's a cat. Sound out cat. Okay, my turn. K-at, cat. Brilliant. I'm going to snap that one out. K-at. Let me stomp it. K-at, cat. Well done. Ooh, this little fella. Who's that? That is a worm. Ooh, tricky. Worm. Can you say worm? Check it. Ooh, worm. first sound is W and an sound. Let me look again at my phoneme chart. Well, this is the column. You know what? I've got a challenge for you today. There's actually an O and an R in this word make the sound, which I know sounds a bit silly, but it's an O and an R this time that makes that sound. W, there we go. And my last picture is a chimp. Chimp. Sound out chimp. My turn. Chimp. Let me say it. Ch. Which two letters make the ch digraph? Let me think. A C and a H. Ch. So I've got ch. Great. Let me check it. Ch. Chimp. Fabulous. Oh, thanks for your help with that. So now you're going to have a little go at doing some other animals that you can see at home, and you can choose whichever animals you want to. So for example, I'm going to start by, and I'm thinking I'm going to circle my animal. I'm going to do a snake. Okay, so I'm going to get a snake. I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to write snake. And this is what you're going to be doing at home. So you can choose whichever animal you would like. Snake. Oh, sound out snake. Great, my turn. Snake. Snake. Right, let me Fred taught that down. So I've got A. Where's my A sound? Let me refer back to my sound map. A. Oh, A is in this column. It is in the middle of a word. So it does look like it should be an A and an I, but it's actually a split digraph. Okay, split digraph. So we have the A, the K sound, my K, and my E at the end. And look, here is my split digraph sound. So I've got snake, snake. Ooh. Right, I'm not going to do any more, otherwise you're just going to steal my ideas. But I want you to see how many different animals you can name in this picture and use your phonics to do it. I've put this sheet up on the school website for you to have a little look at, so that you've got the photo so that you can label it, and you've also got this sound chart to help you as well. Don't worry if you can't print the picture off, just write a list of all the different animals that you can see in the picture so that we know who the earth belongs to. But make sure you are using your Fred fingers to stamp out the sounds before you write them and check them. And if you want a super challenge, see if you can put your sound buttons underneath. Good luck with this task. I know you'll be great at it because we've seen so many of you do some fabulous phonics. See you tomorrow. Bye.